Well, welcome back. I'm here with Terry Gatch Mills, the Promise for Paws volunteer, but also Tiffany Barrett. She's the founder of Promise for Paws Senior Dog Sanctuary. So I just want to thank you both for being here with me. And before we move on, let's introduce these two.
This is Big Poppy. He's 13 years old.
Okay.
He's a little Chihuahua and runs the house.
And then we've got...
Yes, this is Tough. Tuff's the big guy. He's our newest resident. He just came, actually, he just came this week.
Okay.
So he's learning the ropes and fitting in really well.
Yeah. Well, tell me, what is Promise for Paws?
So Promise for Paws, I like to tell people, is kind of like a nursing home for dogs. We take the older dogs in. Right now, our oldest dog, I believe, is 18, and our youngest dog is 9, and he came with an older brother. So that's really the only reason there's, as young as 9. But we let them live their life. So we're a facility, but we're not like a shelter that kennels dogs. We try our best to be the most home-like environment we can be. So when you walk in, you're walking into couches. You're walking into big dog beds and TVs and everything you would expect in a normal house.
Yeah. Because this really is a sanctuary for senior dogs, and also you are adopting them out to people that are looking for senior dogs?
We really don't do much of that.
Okay.
If we have a dog that doesn't quite mesh with the sanctuary, and maybe he just doesn't do other dogs, or is too ill where it needs a little extra care, then we'll try our best to put them in a forever foster home. But by the time they get to us, they've usually been through a lot. A lot of our dogs come with us because maybe their owners have passed away, or they've been through several moves or something, and so they're usually pretty stressed out, and we try to make us their last stop just to minimize some of that.
Okay, so I mean that truly is what a sanctuary is. I mean, whether it's wildlife or whether it's a cat sanctuary, dog sanctuary, you're just providing them this loving place that they can, spend the rest of their lives.
Exactly.
So awesome. I love that. When did you found this? I mean, what's the inspiration behind this?
Well, we started in 2009. That feels so weird to say. It's been
like,
10 years, right?
Literally 10 years.
Right? So we started walking dogs at the city shelter in Council Bluffs, and it was me and a couple other women, and we kind of just met because we were all volunteers, and we would go in and be like, oh man, where's so-and-so? And it kind of, as we were going in and seeing these older dogs, then we started taking them to our own homes. At one point, we all kind of had our own sanctuaries at like our private residence. And in 2015, we decided if we, didn't want to be divorced and living by ourselves with 15 dogs at home, we needed to get a separate space and really, really start doing this. And so in 2015, we purchased our first home that we turned into a sanctuary. And so then Christmas Eve of 2018 is when we moved to Council Bluffs and got a little bit bigger, and here we are today. We have 32 dogs in the house right now, which sounds crazy, but I promise you when you walk in, you would think there was 5. They're all sleeping and playing, and they all have their own beds and enough space, and it's comfortable.
So, let's talk a little bit, because one of the ways people can support your organization, you've got this event coming up, which is super exciting and really fun. So let's talk about the event.
It's August 18th, Sunday. It's at Fairway in Council Bluffs, and it runs from noon to 3. Registration for cars and motorcycles starts at 10:30 in the morning.
And what's it called?
It's the Bad to the Bone Promise for Paws Senior Sanctuary Car and Motorcycle Show. And this is our second year that we're doing this for Promise for Paws. And we are a nonprofit, so we really rely on public funds. And so this is a huge, one of the 2 big fundraisers that we have a year. So, we're going to have a lot of stuff. It's going to be twice as big as it was last year. Last year we had about 100 vehicles. And we encourage anybody to bring them out, because we have a lot of, aside from your regular trophies and the Ford Motor or Ford Mopar and Chevy classes, we also have some fun ones like Diamond in the Rough. So we encourage people, if you're working on your car, bring it out. Rat rods, every vehicle is welcome.
Wonderful. So some of the cost to register. So if you want to bring your car up, That's to register?
Yes.
Correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Each vehicle is $15 to register, and all the proceeds do go to the care of the dogs at the senior sanctuary.
Yeah. So let me ask you, I mean, how much, what do you need each year to provide this haven and this place for these elderly dogs?
Well, you know, financially, we go through quite a bit in vet bills. So last year we spent about $38,000 in vet bills, and that was when we maintained a house of between like 22 and 25 dogs.
Okay.
So this will be our first year maintaining roughly 30 to 33 dogs, and so I imagine ours will be a little bit more this year. So we're budgeting for about 45,000 in just vet bills. We spend about $2,500 a month in medications. Again, you know, they're older. A majority of them are on something, you know, whether it be for arthritis. We have a few that are in heart failure. You know, we kind of have the gamut of different medical things going on. So several of them are on medications. You know, but other things like food and grooming and you know, just maintaining, you know, water bills and electricity bills and that kind of stuff is a few thousand a month too. So yeah, we really rely on events like this and donations. And the fun thing about events like this is the public can come in and there's no cost. So it only costs $15 to register a car, but you can come in, have lunch. We have some food trucks. We have a beer garden. You can make a little Sunday fun day. We have laser tag this year.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So lots of different fun stuff for the family too. And all of that helps us get these guys the care that they need.
Right. Yeah. And so families can come. I mean, anybody can come. It's family friendly. You have vendors that they are there other rescue groups involved in this, or what are the vendors? Are they?
You want to take that one?
Yeah, the vendors are, we've got Lip Sense, we've got Sensi, we've got Aflac will have a booth, State Farm Insurance is going to have a booth. We've got Edwards Motorsports. We've got a little bit of everything. Okay. So, and we've got more vendors calling daily wanting to come and set up. So.
Okay, so there's opportunities to still do
that.
Yes,
until August 5th. Yep, you betcha. Be sure to contact us.
At this point. Now, are you going to have any of these beautiful little senior pups out there for people to use?
We are. We won't have all of them. We do have a few dogs that probably it's not the best interest for them. But yeah, probably Tough will be here. I don't know if Poppy would love a day out, but we'll see. But yes, we will have several of our dogs, and they're going to be paired with a volunteer kind of walking around throughout the day.
Okay. But I want to thank you both so much for coming on the show. What an important cause, and thank you for founding this. I mean, these guys just, being able to spend the later years of their life in a place where they're just at peace and have a lot of love. So lastly, I'm going to ask you this question. Can people volunteer to come hang out with the dogs and kind of be that loving support system for them?
Absolutely, and we're kind of trying to figure out the best way to make that work right now.
So you're kind of
most of our volunteers come in and either meet with myself or one of the other founders or something, kind of get a lesson on what to do. There's a lot of cleaning.
Sure.
It can get a little loud and stuff, so it's more than just kind of loving on the dogs. But if you just want to come in and meet some of them, if someone sends us a Facebook message, an email, we can always coordinate a time where maybe I'm there and they can stop in.
Okay. All right. Lastly, website where people can go.
It's promiseforpaws.com.
Okay.
We're also on Facebook. We highlight a lot of our animals on there daily, so that you guys can see kind of what goes on inside our sanctuary.
Okay. All right. Thank you again for coming on the show with me.
Thank you for having us.
Come to the event on August 18th. So we will be right back.